You've probably heard that SEO is dead. Well, what does that mean? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to talk about what methods are working and safe and methods that are not working. Plus, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a free tip on this going to help you get your page at the top of the search engine. So stay tuned and I'll see you on the inside. All right, let's get started. My name is Mike Mattis, and I'm one of the co-founders of PageDomination.com. We provide online advertising services for businesses all across the world, including social media, video editing, ranking and promotion. We do SEO type work. So basically everything for online advertising. We have personally created and managed over 150 websites. And these websites are really designed for our testing. What I mean by that is we do a lot of things to our websites to find out what's working, what's not working. I mean, we test out different tools, we test out different methods, and we test out things that we believe the search engines are looking for. And then we can measure what's working against what's not working. So we do this a lot. We spent hundreds, if not thousands of hours, and of course thousands of dollars testing these different programs to find out what's working. And the purpose of this video today is really simple. We're going to show you what is working and what isn't working and why SEO is dead. So stay tuned. And a little bit about me. I mean, I've personally generated over 20,000 leads online. My ebook has been downloaded over 10,000 times, so we kind of have a really good idea and a good pulse on what's occurring on the internet today and what's working and what's not working. So stay tuned. Oh, I hate when that happens. So stay tuned. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, let's jump right into the presentation. By the way, this software is a free software I use, and that will also be at the bottom of the link. So, is search engine optimization, or SEO, dead? I love this video. Here's a miner, looks like he's going for diamonds or gold, and he quits right before he breaks through. And here's another person that's going to go all the way through and discover the riches. So that's my message for today. Don't give up. Keep going through. So, who is this presentation for? Well, if you are a business owner looking to hire an SEO company, this is very important. When you're looking and interviewing an SEO organization, it's very important to find out what techniques, what systems, what methods they are using on your website, your blog, your video, especially for online advertising. The reason for that is you want to make sure they're not utilizing techniques or systems that worked back in 2003 or a couple years later, because if they are, SEO is dead. It's not working. Those old systems and getting backlinks and stuff, and we'll talk about that later, is not working today. So that's what this video is about, why SEO is dead and what is working. The other person that this video is geared for is someone who owns their own blog or their website, and you want to promote it online and you want to get it to rank high in the search engines. Well, if you're promoting it wrong or you're using wrong techniques, methods, or systems, chances are it will never be found. So that's why I put this video together. And the third person, of course, is a person that does maybe online marketing and wants to do this as a career and have a sustainable lifestyle by doing this the right way. So let's go ahead and let's go to my little presentation here. So let's talk about what methods work and what doesn't. So what doesn't work? Let's just go ahead and talk about that. Well, systems, and what I mean by systems, and you know, not to get too technical, but there are systems out there that will help do promotion for your video, your blog post, your website, and so forth. And you know, some of the systems might be Magic Submitter, it could be SE Nuke, it could be from a third-party organization that has systems and tools. Well, those systems don't work, especially on low-authority content. And what I mean by low-authority content, the search engines look for high authority, and they rank that compared to everything else out there. So chances are, if you're launching a new website or a new blog post, or even if you're just getting into online advertising, you don't have a lot of authority to your website, your blog post, or even your video. So you're going to be competing with other companies that have been around a lot longer than you, have a lot more content, a lot more videos, a lot more shares and so forth, and you're going to be you're going to be competing against those guys that have a lot of authority. So if you're using systems on low authority sites or new sites, it could de-index the site. It doesn't look natural. It looks very artificial, and these search engines are very, especially Google. Google is extremely smart. So unless you know exactly what you're doing, using systems, to get backlinks and so forth is not a good idea. It will kill your website. It might give you a spike. You might go up in a couple of days or a couple of weeks at the top, but then in a very short period of time, once it gets de-indexed, it will drop or even disappear. So be very careful on using systems or even hiring someone that doesn't understand how to use systems. The next thing is non-relevant backlinks. Well, what are backlinks? There's a free tool that we use, and we use a bunch of tools, but this one is Ahrefs, Ahrefs. And again, at the bottom of this website, I will have all the free tools that we use, including Ahrefs. What you can do is you can put your domain name here. It's free. Just hit free. It'll tell you how many backlinks there are to a particular website. And this is what we use to monitor, our competition, to scope out what the competitive landscape looks like and so forth. And we use a lot of tools. Well, the other good way about backlinks, or another way to describe backlinks, is a kind of a vote. So if a website's new, it probably doesn't have a lot of backlinks or it doesn't have a lot of votes. Well, sites that have more authority, they probably have a lot of backlinks or they have a lot of votes. And typically, just like anything else, the more votes you have, the more popular you are. So the search engines rank the websites based on authority or votes. But if you get bad backlinks to your sites utilizing systems, it's going to destroy the ranking on your websites. Now, it may not happen right away, but over time, they will drop. So non-relevant backlinks are not good. Setting up proxies to hide your IP address and stuff. These are things that SEO guys used to do, a long time ago to try to trick the system. You're not going to trick the search engines. You're certainly not going to trick Google. So, setting up proxies to hide your IP, doing things that are you think are, hiding footprints and stuff. Those strategies, if you don't know how to do it, don't do it because you can penalize your site. Creating fake profiles, that doesn't work. Writing content for SEO, not the readers. And what I mean by that is, let's say you have a 500-word blog post or description on your website, and you keyword stuff that 500-word article with a lot of these keywords to attract the search engines to find you. So rather than being reader friendly, it's just SEO driven with a bunch of keywords that are stuff. That's not going to work. Those systems and strategies might have worked before, several years ago, but today those strategies do not work. So don't just write content that the SEOs or the search engines want to search for and find. You want to write content that's engaging. And as I mentioned earlier, fake views, fake subscribers, that stuff doesn't work. Well, now we know what doesn't work. Let's talk about some things that do work. So what works? Well, give value to your readers. This has always been Google's position. Google's position is when you do, and an end user does a search, they want to provide the best content that's available out on the internet. So give value to your readers. Give so much value that your reader wants to like, comment, or share your content. That is what's going to help your information go viral, is audience participation by liking, commenting, and share. So just simply write articles, not that's keyword, rich, but that is, user-friendly and engages your audience to participate. Ask questions, get them to get engaged, make sure that it's relevant, and they will participate and they will share the information. All right? So give value to your readers. The next thing is fresh content. Google and the search engines, they love life. You can't just put a web page together and write a blog post or two and let it sit there, and it might rank and then it just disappears over time. And the reason for that is because your competition or other people that are writing and are more active, they're writing fresh content. So that fresh content is being raised up through the ranks of the search engine. So write engaging content that is fresh. How often should you write? Well, that's up to you. We like to write content, every 2 weeks, at least once a month, and prefer every week. But if you have time to do it, great. Write some good, write some good contents and articles and stuff. We also have services that will write content by using ghostwriters or so forth. So if you don't know how to write, hire someone that knows how to write and put the information up on your blog or your content website and so forth. So Google loves life. And the other thing is relevant content. If you're a real estate agent, talk about content that is relevant to the real estate industry. So write content that is engaging with your clients, write content that is, relevant, write content that will get liked, comment, and shared. And 500 posts or 500 word articles that used to write, we like to do 750, 1,000, even 1,500 words, and then tie that into a nice video because people like to watch videos. In fact, most people rather watch a 5-minute video than read a 30-minute blog. However, with 15 words, you can write, you can create a lot of good images. You can engage the customer. You can ask some good questions. You can put some keywords in there that looks more natural, so it doesn't look like it's being stuffed. So it's a lot more, chance of, getting forwarded and shared on the internet by writing some good content that is, 1,200, 1,500 words, and so forth. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Well, I mentioned that SEO is dead. Well, what is working? Social media is the new SEO. Social media rocks, guys, and we've been telling all of our clients that if you want an online presence, if you want to do online advertising, you have to have social media. Perhaps you don't think social media works, perhaps you don't make sales from social media, but the truth is, if you're not doing social media, your competition is, or your other blog writer is. Furthermore, people research on the internet today and they go to social media. They're going to find out who you associate with. They're going to find out about your product and your services. They're going to research you, and social media is a big way of identifying who you are. So make sure you post on social media. One of the things that we like to do with all of our clients, which is almost mandatory, is Google authorship. So what is Google authorship? I'm just going to go to advertising on Google. Did I spell it right? Yep. So this right here is not Google authorship. And what I mean by that is this is Google authorship. You see this little picture? That picture is associated with this individual's blog post or their video, whatever. So that's Google authorship. That's Google authorship. Google authorship. Here's our video, first page of Google, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, so yes, one of the first things you want to do is add Google authorship. And I have other videos and trainings that talk about how to set up Google authorship, and that's not today because that's like another 10-minute video. So set up Google authorship. Post and promote on Google+. I have this conversation all the time. Most business owners or even online marketers, they post on Facebook, Twitter, and they think their job's done. Google owns YouTube. Make videos. Google owns Google+. So post on Google+. If you don't know how to create a Google+ user profile or even how to post, because it is different than Facebook and Twitter, learn it. In fact, we even have videos on how to set up Google+ pages and how to promote properly and so forth. But that's on another tutorial and video that you can have access to once you subscribe to my channel. So Google authorship, posts on Google+, mandatory. Social media is ranking on search engines. So to me, this is a great indicator. Well, what do you mean, Mike? Well, I'm going to type in page domination. Of course, we're going to show up here. Let me type it again, sorry. All right, so of course it's going to show up here, but notice here, page domination, Facebook, this is our Facebook page. It's showing up at the top of the search engine. So that's an indicator that the social media is powerful today for ranking content. So you must have social media. If you don't have social media, you're not ranking content. It's not going to be seen. The next thing is social shares are relevant backlinks. Earlier I talked about, non-relevant backlinks. Well, social shares are relevant backlinks, and that's a good thing. Google and search engines, they're measuring backlinks that are relevant. So if they see a social share where someone actually, goes to the page, they read the post, they see the video, and they share that out on social media, that is a positive and relevant backlink. So make sure you focus on getting social shares. And to prove my point, this particular video, if you like it, I hope that you subscribe or that you share it, because I want to create value. So if you create value, people will share, and this will help out on search engines. So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some on-page optimization, which I'm going to put some keywords in there. I'm going to make sure it's got 500 words in this description, because that's, it's a video. It's not a blog post. Now, my blog, I'm going to have at least 1,500 words, but in my video, I'm going to have 500 words. I'm going to promote it through social media. I'm going to ask for shares. I'm going to get likes, comments, and so forth. I'm not going to use any systems. I'm not going to do any backlinks, and you'll see in a very short period of time, maybe a month, 2 months, it will be on the first page of Google. All right? So I appreciate you hanging in there. Now, as promised, I want to give you a free tip for first page of Google. You ready? Bam! Create a social media link with your keyword or maybe your company name. I already told you earlier that social media is ranking very well on search engines. So if you don't have a fan page, create a fan page. Maybe put your keyword in there. Or perhaps your company name or something that you're trying to target. Knowing that Facebook has a lot of authority in Twitter and Pinterest and so forth, put your company name in there. Put your keyword in there. Put your blog name in there or your own name so that when people search, they will find you. Again, Facebook and Twitter, Pinterest and stuff, they have a lot of authority. So by having a lot of authority, it's going to rank a lot easier on the search engines. So create your social media. Interlink everything onto your website. Use a keyword or use something that you want people to find you with. And as you know, it's ranking high. Backlink your social media accounts. Now, I know earlier I said don't backlink, don't use systems. Well, I also said that if it was low authority, you want to make sure it's more natural. You don't want to do anything that's artificial because Google's smart. The search engines are smart. They will de-index it. But when you have a high authority site like Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest, and Google+, you can be a little bit more aggressive so you can backlink these. Now, I'm always going to say try to get relevant backlinks, but you could do some other things that are a little bit more aggressive because there's so much more authority. So, backlink your social media. Promote your social media. Promote your Facebook fan page, your Twitter, YouTube channel, Pinterest. Promote them and get backlinks to this because they are ranking. And if you're going after a keyword, tying a keyword to that and you have a lot better chance because there's a lot more authority to be ranked up on Google. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. I appreciate you spending some time with me. And I want you to subscribe. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share. If you subscribe or if you share this video, I will find you because I'll get notified that you did that, and I'll send you some other free content that we have, tools that we use to get set up on the search engine so that your information can be seen at the top. So thank you again, Michael Manos of PageDomination. Have a great day, to your success, and we'll see you later.